Hi Bellezas and Happy New Year. I am so happy to be back here in this space creating content for you guys. Welcome to the Krys Glam channel where you can find makeup tips, product reviews, and pretty much everything beauty. If that's your kind of vibe, then make sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you can become part of the Krys Glam fam. All right, so in today's video, I'm actually going to be teaching you guys a quick 5-minute eyeshadow tutorial on how to create this smoky eye. So if you want to learn how to do a smoky eye, then make sure to stay and chill with me. Go ahead and grab yourself some munchies, grab a drink, and we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so I already have my makeup done, and I usually do my eyeshadow before my makeup to avoid any fallout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Coty Airspun translucent powder. And I am just going to grab a beauty sponge, and I am just going to tap it right here to avoid any fallout. So basically what this will do is if any fallout falls onto the translucent powder, it'll be super easy just to swipe it away with a powder brush. Just swipe it away and all of the color will go right along with it and it won't mess up your makeup. All right, so now that I have that there, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the look. So the first thing I'm gonna go in with is gonna be the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush and I'm gonna swirl it around the product, and I'm gonna go ahead and place it on the lid. So if you don't have a primer that's like a thick consistency, then you can always use a concealer and that should work just as good. And that's why I like these putty primers, because they're thick enough to where they're gonna help the eyeshadow last longer, and it also is going to help with the pigmentation of the eyeshadow as well. All right, so as you can see, I went ahead and covered the entire eyelid all the way up to the brow bone because I want to make sure that the entire eye space is evenly coated with the primer. That way the pigmentation stays true throughout the entire look, right? So for today's smoky look, I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. And it looks like this. So I'm going to be using this matte black shade right here. And I think I'm also going to be using this entire middle row for today's look. I'm going to go in with the lightest shade on this row, which is called Dora. And I'm going to go ahead and place that on the crease. I'm going to go ahead and place that on the crease as the transitional color. I'm going to take it all the way in to the inner corner and then start dragging it up towards the brow bone. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner. Now you can grab any gel liner and it'll work for this. So what I like to do is that I like to take the gel liner as my base for my smoky eye, and then I'll go in with a matte shade and just kind of set that base to create a more intense color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that gel liner and start stamping it all over the eyelid. Now remember that it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna go ahead and blend it out. But what you wanna mainly focus on is gonna be the lid space here. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with this matte black shade here. It's called Shauda. And I'm gonna go ahead and place it all over that eyelid. And then once you go ahead and fill the entire lid space with that, you can start kind of going upwards towards the outside to kind of bring that black shade up. And what I'm doing with the brush is I'm just lightly kind of like feathering it out with light taps. I'm gonna go in with this burnt orangey shade, and it's called Zama. And I'm gonna use this shade to start blending out that black line. Now I'm gonna take that shade and I'm gonna start placing it directly above where the black shade ends so that we can start blending it and making sure that there's no harsh lines. All right, so now I want to go back into that dark shade to kind of darken this outer corner a little bit. And then I'm gonna go back in with that orangey shade and start blending it inwards. Then I'm taking this clean, fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna start going over everything and making sure that everything kind of blends together. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Wet n Wild highlighter. And this is their Mega Glow highlighter. This is in the shade, Awesome Blossom. I'm just gonna grab that and highlight this upper brow bone. Then I'm gonna go in with this flat liner brush, and I'm gonna go back into that orangey color and place this all over my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna go into the black shade, and I'm gonna start stamping that shade as close to my lash line as possible. All right, so now I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight to the inner corner here, the same shade that we used in the brow bone. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty liner, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do a wing liner really quick. And now it's time for the lashes. For lashes today, I'm gonna go in with my Dollar Lash Club lashes, and I'm actually gonna be using these bottom lashes right here in the style Mariah. If you haven't tried any lashes from Dollar Lash Club, girl, you have got to check them out. Their lashes are such good quality, and the price is literally unbeatable. And plus, I can hook you up with a 15% discount code. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that in the description for you guys in case you wanna go ahead and check them out. All right, so while I let that lash dry out, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my lashes.
Taste sweeter than some fine wine. You got me today, baby. You're so amazing, baby. You drive me crazy. Think about you night and day. There ain't no other place that I'd rather be. Don't know what you see in me.
Alright, you guys, so that is it for the easy smoky eye tutorial. I'm just gonna go ahead and take all of this translucent powder off. That way I can get rid of that fallout. All right, and that is it. All right, guys, so that's it for the smoky eye. I love how it turned out. It's like the perfect smoky eye for this sweater weather. And just like that, we are all done with this 5-minute smoky eye tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. And I'm definitely gonna make sure to link all of the products that I used today down below in the description bar. That way, if you guys wanna pick them up, you know exactly what you're looking for. All right, so that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys on the next video. Mwah. Bye.
Give me all of you, but please don't tear my heart in two. There's just one thing that I gotta know. Would you let me know if I gave you all of me? Would you give me all of you? But please don't tear my heart in two. Ooh, baby, would you let me know if I need you there for me? Would you be there on the scene? Baby, please don't ever leave me. Baby, would you let me know if I gave you all of me? Would you give me all of you? But please don't tear my heart in two. Ooh, baby, would you let me know if I need you there for me? Would you be there on the scene? Baby, please don't ever leave me. Baby, I'ma hold you down. Don't worry, you won't lose your crown. I promise I won't play no games. Just tell me that you'll do the same. I promise I won't pick no fights. Just tell me that you love me right. My love for you, I never